Welcome to this safe and loving space. We are going to pick your cards for this new moon that occurs in October the 14th in the sign of Libra. I'm going to use two different decks that will represent the Libra's scale. We will pick 4 cards on each row to begin with. As we are picking your cards here, let's go through very simple, digestible information about the sign Libra and what we can expect, because this is a solar eclipse. During a total solar eclipse, the moon completely covers the sun's disk, creating a dark shadow on Earth. This will give us the opportunity to see that shadow aspect that we have perhaps avoiding looking at. Generally, new moon vibrations are all about new beginning. It represents beginning of a lunar cycle. This fresh start, you can implement new intentions that will bring growth, renewal, and opportunities. New moon are also connecting with the feminine energy and the goddess, symbolizing fertility, intuition, and emotional healing. If you choose to have a ritual or a ceremony, then this is the best time to do so. This new moon is in the sign of Libra, which is the 7th sign of the zodiac and ruled by the planet Venus. It is an air sign, which means that they are intellectual, communicative, and sociable. Libra is also a cardinal sign, which gives us the energy of a leader and innovation. Libra is also symbolized by the scales, and that's why we are doing this reading in this way, as Spirit has given it to us. It represents fairness and equality. This new moon provides you to connect with yourself, but also how you are connecting to others, as you can start new partnerships, resolve conflicts, and also remove yourself from a situation that doesn't serve purpose to your new path. If you're moving to explore your subconscious and spiritual well-being, then this is the perfect opportunity for healing. You can amplify this lunation by meditating on your intentions, setting your goals, and align with your values. Because the sign Libra in this new moon will be closest to the South Node, it will represent our past karma and what needs to be released. Therefore, old patterns and habits that are no longer serving us can be released, especially in your relationship, because this new moon emphasizes relationships and how we are interacting with one another. Have the courage and the discipline to make positive changes because the energy is supporting that. Have the courage and the discipline to make these positive changes. This eclipse is a part of series of eclipses along the Aries-Libra axis that will last until 2025. Embrace the energy of love. Let's start this reading. Hello everyone and welcome to this new moon in Libra reading. You've seen the pre-shuffle and a little bit extra information about this new moon, what we can expect. Very simply digestible information, of course, so you all can just more relax into this energy of beginning this new month, because it is all about beginnings. So it is the first beginning of October month, really. And good to know what these readings are. When we are giving you these readings, it is for the 2 weeks ahead. So it's not just about the new moon, it's the energy of that new moon. And then we have a whole cycle to the full moon. So it kind of gives you the energy of what you can expect for 2 weeks ahead. So even if you catch this video after the new moon here in Libra, it will still be valid for you, because this reading, this energy will be for the 2 weeks. And then I will do another video for you for the full moon, so that we can see the energies, how they will develop. And this is how we will do it every month. I will never overburden you all with too many videos where it's too much. I really want to be on your feed just when it's needed for you, so that you can receive the messages. So less is more, and we should all embrace that. And if you're new here, hi and welcome. This is Dimensions of Love, and we are holding a safe space for everyone. So this is different tools that we are guided from our ancestors and spirit guides to give this beautiful safe space of love, and use different tools. And right now we're using tools of divination, because I have that in my ancestral lineage. So we are using this so that we can help you all develop in your direction to clarity. Sometimes we already know what we need to do, but sometimes we need to hear it from someone else to clarify it. And also spirit always brings us people and places that can clarify of what we need to hear, that we're perhaps avoiding or not seeing, because it's not easy all the time. So this channel is a building of a love and space for everyone to feel unique and to feel like they can relax and allow themselves to feel, so that they can know who they are, to find out your unique self. So I'm loving the energy of Dimensions of Love and everyone that is involved here for growth in no matter where you are, in what layer of consciousness, what layer of your self-improvement and development. It is wonderful. You're all welcome. And it is fantastic that we can create a space like this. This goes beyond the words, okay? So even if this is a reading and we're using tarot cards and I'm speaking with certain um, words that are given right now in this moment, resonating to the viewer, I always want to remind you that this is dimensional. So the truest energy and purpose that I am giving you all here is to be your authentic self, to do something that you perhaps have felt afraid of doing, that's different. And that's unique because we're all unique if we dare to look at ourselves of who we truly are. So this is what this channel is about, and that is the frequency and the energy that I'm sending out to everyone that is looking at this. You are encouraged and you are valid, and it is okay. No matter where you are in your journey, just keep on pushing forward, okay? To your authentic self, because this is what the energy of collective is calling us to do, to call us to be authentic to ourselves, to show up in the world how we truly are, not how everyone else wants us to be, okay? And to feel everything. And in this channel, since we started this channel, we've always reminded you to feel. It is okay to feel. It doesn't have to stay everything that we feel, but we have to feel in order to release. So as you've seen, we've already picked your cards, and it was supposed to be 8 cards, but Spirit and the universe, we never know. This is how life is. It always is some twists and surprises that happens. And here we have a surprise where the Wheel of Fortune came out sideways like this, and immediately there was a clear energy telling me to keep that card. And even if I keep, I think 2 of Wands popped out, 2 here in the deck, but it wasn't a strong feeling to keep that. It was just a reminder of 2. And we are going to get into this reading about the number 2 and why this reading is kind of duality. But that's why we kept this card and not the 2 of Wands, because it wasn't energetically the same strong pull from Spirit and in our meditation, as we always do, to just confirm if this was the right choice. So 8 cards because we are representing Libra, and Libra is the Justice card, and it is represented by the scales to balance. So that's why we picked 4 and 4. Again, we do not look at anything or know any spreads. This just comes through as a channeling of how to do it. Now, in this case, because it was 9, I will suggest to you, if you have a connection to number 9, or you've seen a 9 or something, because we never know how Spirit wants it, or how it resonates in your life and shows up. But to all of you that are connected somehow with number 9, listen carefully, because there are many messages here for you. And for others of you, I want to say this 8 is so good represented here with the numbers, because I will use numerology also, because everything is in numbers in this matrix existence, if you want to say it like that, or this 3-dimensional reality. So the Wheel of Fortune is perfectly put here, because 8 is infinite. And in this reading, it feels very much so that this is karmic patterns, and the Wheel of Fortune in the middle represents kind of this bridging over from old patterns into new patterns. I will get into the cards, but I just want to explain here why this will be very important here that I got in my downloads in meditation. This Wheel of Fortune represents the way that you view the world, okay? So it's your perception. So whoever is looking here, this is your perception of how the world is for you in your reality. We are also going to pull some extra cards here, and angel cards, and also masters. So to know which masters will be energetically close to you and working with you to work this out. Okay, so let's start. We have 2 doubles. Let's just get into that. We have the 2 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. And I'm sorry, my word is getting twisted here. Interesting, this is, I picked this as the shadow self, and this is your light and your shadow. So this is how I picked them. And we had the 2 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands in reverse in this row. But we have the 6 of Wands and 2 of Pentacles upright. Okay, so I can't make this up. I just picked these cards and we have double confirmation. You know, I just find it so magically when things happen like this, because uh, I can't make this up. That's why it feels so amazing for you all to even see it in the pre-shuffle. But this Two of Pentacles, because we're in the new moon of Libra, and it's about new beginnings and relationship. And we have this Two of Pentacles in reverse. So this Two of Pentacles, as you can see, this other pentacle right there is, it looks invisible, like it's not existing. So what I feel for you all is that you are in this society pattern of doing is more effective. You need to do more, do more. And I feel a lot of you are artists, because we're connecting with Libra strongly now, and Libra is very artistic in its expression of energy. So you have that artistry inside of you that wants to just have this creative outburst. But this can't happen because there is a pattern of having to juggle, and the emotions are not stable, because here in your shadow self, you're juggling all of these responsibility of being different roles, being a parent, being a friend, being a co-worker. It's just so many responsibilities and your projects, and it's constantly this pattern of that you need to deliver, you need to do more. And Spirit is saying here that it's not about the doing, okay? You're not supposed to constantly do, because if we continue to do a lot, we just end up wasting a lot of energy and nothing gets done. Okay? That's why here in the new moon of Libra, you need to reevaluate that, okay? Because there is a feeling of clearly seeing that it's not working out because of this Magician in reverse. Okay? Something that I want this to work out, but clearly the Magician in reverse is saying the elements are not even with you, because this is not meant for you. You're forcing something that is not meant for you. This is what the Magician is saying here. Because the Magician is very powerful, and it is in a new beginning, but your shadow self is not seeing something, is not wanting to release something. And it is because of these patterns of constantly doing. And you see that it is an 8, as in the original, you can see that the infinity sign is there, which is saying here that again it ties in to this is a family patterns, society patterns of coming up here very collectively. Message for you all that this is happening in the collective, that we are continuing to do the same pattern of we need to do to be more, to receive more, to receive this admiration of other people, constantly doing, but there's no rest and there's no rejuvenation here, and there's no tranquility within us here when we are constantly doing and wanting to achieve. There's never enough and it's never done. Okay? So this pattern of this 8 is saying that this needs to go. This pattern needs to go. Something needs to happen to shake things up a little bit, so it can move itself out of this place of constantly doing. And we can see in the society a lot of things coming down because of it. And why I'm saying society, because again, this King of Swords, he's coming in so strong in every reading. Just for the past 6 months, I see constantly this about society. Societies are coming down. Okay, old structures are coming down because of this intellectual, it's been used and abused power, where people have suffered a lot. Okay, a lot of losses here. For some of you here, this collective, it is affecting your whole family, the society that you live in. Each and everyone is affected in different ways here, and it is because of this, and it needs to come down. So all of these structure needs to fall down. For others of you, I say this connection here with this Two of Pentacles, what you can see moving forward in this week is your shadow self here. Look at the stick. Notice the stick here. And notice the stick on the other side in your light. He's holding the stick there, but she's not holding the stick here. She's turned away and she's looking into the spotlight, and the stick is behind her, so she's not seeing the stick. And here comes the duality of why the cards were like this. Again, I did not know how this. I'm laughing because I find it so funny in a magical way. But as this spread is in this way, again here we got this confirmation of this Six of Wands, because the Six of Wands in reverse it's kind of like a duality, this play of two parts that are so different from one another, yet they need each other. Okay, just like the Eight always goes in constant ebb and flow, it goes back and forth. We need to have this dualistic side. So this dualistic side within you here in your shadow self is that there are patterns, there are things that we need to battle. Okay, as in this society here, it needs to be a fight, but not a fight where we are fighting to just for the sake of the fight. So in your shadow self, you're not fighting for the sake of the fight. You're actually, with the Six of Wands in reverse, you are seeing this duality. You're understanding this, that even if it's patterns, as this new moon in Libra brings us different patterns of what we're eating, what we're consuming, what we're watching, who we are friends with, who our colleagues are, all of that is in this card saying to us that you need to reevaluate that. You really need to look at it, because this King of Wands here with the society is kind of saying to you that even though the dualities are needed, we have patterns that are so embedded in us, as in this cycle from past lives, that it's difficult for us to release them. And sometimes it is healthy to have that fight, to fight some urges that are not serving us. As again here, we might think that this serves us, okay, with the Magician here in reverse, but it doesn't. That's why the elements are not with you, because there's something within you yourself that doesn't want to go there, okay? And you're not supposed to go there. This is your message from Spirit. You're not supposed to go this path. Even though your shadow self wanted it to go in that way, this solar eclipse brings a clarity, because when the solar eclipse and the energies are blocking, it kind of makes you see in the shadow. If you go to a dark room, you can see things that are darker. You can see how they look. You can see that it can be a chair. You start to see form. There are different shades of black. Okay, the same way here, if you've been in the pitch black where there hasn't been no shades, when the solar eclipse happens in the sign of Libra, you get to see your shadows. So she's turned here, but because on this other side, the balance of the duality has been achieved, you will turn around and see. Because you can see that the darkness needs the light as the light needs the darkness. And the light has different shades as the darkness has different shades. The same way here in this duality, we need to question ourselves. Yes, are these patterns good for me right now? No. What do I need to do? And this duality within us that wants to do these old patterns again, and you're starting something, and we're constantly fighting to get better, and it's always new patterns, and there's always something new that we need to deal with, that we need to achieve and to transform within ourselves. Okay, this is a constant theme going on for us that like to develop. As you are here in this channel, of course you're already there somewhere in some of those layers. But with this King of Swords here is when you get to for others of you here, when you get too intellectual with it, when you start to decide how it should be, that's when the problem comes. And why I say this is because there's a lot of energy of father, because we have the Emperor in reverse. Usually upright, I see an enterprise of wanting to do something, but here in reverse, it is like a father whatever it feels for you. It can be society, it can be like a boss acting like a father. I feel someone above me, someone behind me, like that wants to steer your boat. It's your boat, you're supposed to go somewhere, but someone is steering it, believing that they can change the effect of what's happening while you're not even in the water, because you are the one that controls the water, but the water feels still. Okay, this is an analogy here, but the water is still. And whatever this figure is trying to do behind you with this energy of Saturn, because we have Capricorn here, and we are with in the Trinity with Mars, we have Saturn also happening here in this new moon of Libra, which is causing this effect of the Saturn just wants to rule, and rules and regulation and structure, wanting it to be there. If you have a parent that's born from the 19s, or you are in the 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, it doesn't matter, because it's 1 and 9. So it's a masculine energy, those numbers. And now from 2000, it's feminine energy, but 1-9 is masculine energy. So if you have a father figure or someone that is born in those ages, they hold a lot of masculine, and it can be very toxic. So from this shadow side here, that this can happen where you've understood that no one can really rule, or you have to do this push, whether it is in your society of something that you need to do. Because to be honest, you have a lot of creativity that needs to come out, and you can do this. I'm just giving it to you honestly here. You can do this, because your cards and spirit is pointing this so directly to you, that you need to understand that you're not in this structure as Aries, Leo, Sag energy, okay? Just going ahead and doing these things more, doing more, doing. No, because when you're creative, a resting thing can be more work than actual work. Yes, it might sound very strange. We want to do, but when we look at someone that does something creative, we might pass by their workspace, and they're just sitting there drinking tea. Nothing is happening. How can they be creative? They're not productive. And then nothing happens for many days, weeks, but it actually is happening, because when you are creative, when you're receiving that input of energy, you kind of have to sit with it. It has to sit, because it's a different kind of energy output. And we've been in the society structure to do it now, do it more. That's how it works. It doesn't work like that, because this energy is, again, the duality. You're not supposed to do anything, and you have this creative that just wants to burst out of your being, of wanting to do all this, but you're doing it the wrong way. You're not doing it in this way, because you're being forced here. You need to fight against old pattern. You need to fight against where you are, whether it is a physical workspace or it is energetically. There is still a fight happening within you, but this is a healthy fight. It's a healthy fight, because you are getting out of a space of a pattern that doesn't serve you, that is not meant for you, and it will be always back and forth. But sometimes we have to put in the work. We have to do that fight. We have to decide that in order for me to get myself out of here, there needs to be I have to take an action. Nothing can sort itself out. It doesn't mean that you have to take a lot of action, but you have to start to take the steps to move away. If you want to change a bad habit, you do less of it, okay? And perhaps you fall back. We all do, but still, you need to do that fight, that push within yourself, okay? So that is what Spirit is asking you in your shadow self. But in the lightness here, that there is a beautiful father energy here, but this energy here is, they're giving it to me as a parent, as someone in society that wants to rule and control, believing that they know what's best for you, what is going to work, but it's not working for you. Again, this is a very, very straightforward message. You are meant to rest more, so you can bring this creativity out of you. all of that will come out naturally in its flow as it ebb and flows, because you need to change this. You have too much structure. It needs to be more rest. You're getting exhausted. You are going to get burnt out because this is too many responsibilities. You are going to drop too many things. That's why Spirit is saying, drop them. And you already, I feel the energy here. You've already dropped them. You've already seen that it doesn't work. Perhaps you don't know how to go into this new direction. I mean, who would know when you change something and you're releasing all of this pattern? It can be very overwhelming. I'm there with you. But bear with me when I say that the way that this energy wants you to work, this parent or this, just energetically they're pushing you to do more than you're supposed to do, because you're not working in that way. That is not how you function. You're getting exhausted in that way. So you need to listen to yourself, to rest and rejuvenate. And when those patterns keep coming back, you need to fight them in a more natural way, not to enjoy the battle, to get stuck in it like the emperor. He can fight, fight, fight. I feel like this card in reverse is saying here that you're not in this, your light within you is not in this mode of fighting, fighting, because you've learned here, because you're entering in this understanding of duality and you're winning. Look how he's sitting on that horse. So he's winning. He's having everything that he needs. But yet at the same time, he's holding the stick. He's accepted his darkness. He's accepted what has been back there. But he has lost parts of himself. And that can make us sad, because still these parts of ourselves was who we were. Okay? And that can be difficult. It is more difficult than one believes it to be. So to sit with that and know that I'm not enjoying these battles. I know that I have to fight, but I also know what I've lost. It's understanding all of those things that one lost to gain this. You see, the others might be jealous when they see this. And you've achieved so much and you've made so progress and growth. But what they don't see and they don't understand why you're not celebrating so openly, it's because of this. You understand what you lost. You lost connections. You lost so many things to get to where you are. So it's not wanting to fight here, but it is an understanding. Because still here with the star card in reverse, when you're on this side, it's causing you to be unbalanced with this energy here, because there's an energy of a feeling that it constantly is pushing you. It's pushing you, even though that you feel with your intuition you're not meant to be pushed. You're not meant to go in that direction, but this energy keeps pushing you. It's just, I keep feeling that it's a push, but there's no direction where you're supposed to go. But this push seems to believe that they have control again, like the emperor, that they have a control of this outcome. They don't, because you're already victorious and you need to stay balanced. You need to have one foot grounded here, but also one foot with the universe, okay, to be in and out. And you're not getting grounded here because of this energy. And there's an understanding. You're finally understanding that this is not working, and you are second guessing, how am I supposed to get out of this? You will get out of this, because the two of pentacles here that was reversed in your light is upright, which is saying when it is upright, there is a responsibility. There is this two of pentacles. Yes, there's Capricorn energy. Yes, there's Saturn energy that wants you to continue to do this and these obligations, but you're more balanced. You're letting it go. You don't let it affect you in the same way. You know that you want your growth. You perhaps don't know the whole path, but you're ready to do what needs to be done. And again, this duality of when we are shifting to something, that something pulls us back. And we're shifting from this to that, from here to there, constantly in this ebb and flow, which is naturally. And I feel this energy of everyone that's viewing this is that you've embraced this, you've understood this movement that needs to happen. Again, there's this energy of restriction, rules, wanting to rule you, wanting to control you, but breaking free from that. Breaking free and understanding that you have that power. If you let someone decide over you, they will decide. But you need to know that you make your own book. You are the main character in your story. Okay? Don't let anyone take your character and have them in their story to make their book more magical. We all have our book. So you take your stand, and yes, it can be a little bit fight, but it's not a fight that's wrong. It is a healthy fight that when we establish these boundaries and we know who we are and we know the patterns that we need to leave and where we're going, if someone doesn't agree and holds us back when we are shifting to this new, then they need to go too. And trust that spirit will provide you. As here with the wheel and fortune here on the side, you understand clearly that life is up and life is down. One moment can be good and one can be bad. It's not judging. You like it because you understand the balance of them both being there. You understand the lesson. But there's not this arrogant, okay? So watch out, because when we can get this energy of we've success, we are a success, and then this energy comes and pushes. So you see, I feel suppressed. Hello, beautiful souls. The camera cut off right in the middle, and then I was pulling all of these beautiful cards in front of the camera, but it paused. Could it be the Emperor wanting to mess up this reading? Perhaps that is the energy of trying to get it their way. I don't know, but I'm going to unpack these cards. And you know, I always want to show you because I know how important it is to feel the truth, because we've been lied to so much in our society, within our family, this secrets holder, this energy of everyone. And I've really committed myself when I started this channel for everyone to feel like they're in a place where they can be their authentic self, but also that we are truth seekers here and that we are true loves in our hearts and we're always connected as one. So I'm sorry that it became in this way, but I'm going to unpack these cards and I want to go through them for you so you can see them again. So the first card that I pulled was Nine of Swords in reverse, which is saying here that even though that you went through these difficulties and you had a lot of depression over this, you're coming out of this depression. You're freeing yourself from this burden. And the universe in your shadow self is giving you a new opportunity here, a new emotional fulfilling opportunity. Because when we release something that doesn't serve us, whether it is a job, relationships, patterns within ourselves, the universe can then bring something new to us because we have managed to release something. Okay, so it's never a loss. This is a beautiful gift from the universe that will bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment. So be open to receive, because you're having something very beautiful coming your way this 2 weeks ahead. Please put in the comments what happens, because we love to read your comments and you will help and support other ones in this beautiful little community that is there. Okay, I keep hearing this song right now. It's very strange. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand. I don't know who is doing that song. Maybe Europe, but I'm feeling this. You're halfway there. Okay, hold someone's hand. Someone lovely is coming in to your world here. But the Wheel of Fortune is saying here that even though that something might look as if it is going wrong, it will serve you, okay? If you feel like something is going wrong, it's going to get worse, this is not the truth, because The Wheel of Fortune is saying here, this unfortunate will bring you fortune, actually. Because we have the Emperor in reverse, it will actually put you in a position of becoming a leader, stepping into this leading energy where this Emperor in reverse here that wants you to act in doing, and you instead understand that you need to be, you need to rest, you need to rejuvenate in order to get what you are meant to give to the world, what is being downloaded for you to express, whether it is a painting, a song, whatever it is that needs to be expressed through you, needs to flow through you as the ebbs and the flows. And here you're standing in this mama bear energy, okay? You are not letting anyone take advantage of you, the same way as it has happened here with your shadow self, where these patterns within yourself, even from the past, from your ancestor, keeps repeating themselves, okay? And you are stronger than you think, because patterns and the way that we are flowing in life is not always just forward. We sometimes go forward, we go backward, we go sideways, and sometimes we go full circle, as we're doing here. We're going full circle because when we are coming around it at this time, we are more knowledgeable and we have experiences. So therefore, we never lose really. This is important for you to understand here, because this is a beautiful reading. And we have in your shadow self the energy master of Mahavatar Babaji, which is saying that when you're in the yoga flow, when you are a little bit more calming the mind, it's very beneficial for you in your shadow self, for you to see those aspects of yourself in. And this connection, you've mastered also to see that even this suppression and this forceful energy that wants you to be or do a certain way, you've also learned that. Hello, everyone. I keep doing these recordings for you. I've recorded it the second time. It keeps interrupting, and I feel like Spirit is saying that you're not supposed to see the end of this card for a reason. So I'm going to leave it like that. And even though from myself and the ego in me wants so much to just continue to do this reading over and over until it's meant to be, I feel like the energy of the Emperor and the suppression is so. Therefore, I'm just going to say thank you for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. And this is where I'm ending this reading. I know it's very abruptly like this, but I hope that you all understand that sometimes we just need to go with the ebb and the flow. And I love you all. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and creating this safe space for everyone that enters here. Have a wonderful day. Sending love your way, everyone. Bye.